I hate theater. Well, it's so disappointing, isn't it? You know, when I'm sitting in a darkened theater waiting for the show to begin, I pray. Oh, dear God, please let it be a good show. And let it be short. Oh, Lord, 2 hours is fine, 3 hours is too much. And keep the actors out of the audience. God, I didn't pay good money to have the fourth wall come crashing down around my ears. I just want a story and a few good songs that'll take me away. I just want to be entertained. I mean, that's the point, isn't it? Amen. There used to be a time when people sat in darkened theaters and thought to themselves, what have George and Ira Gershwin got for us tonight? Or, can Cole Porter pull it off again? Can you imagine? Now it's, please, Elton John, must we continue the charade? It used to be sitting in the dark, you knew when the show began, you'd be taken to a world of music and color and glamour. And you thought to yourself, my God, when are they going to turn on the lights? Oh, how things have changed. Hello, how are we today? I'm feeling a little blue myself. You know, a little sad for no particular reason, a little anxious. A little sad that I should feel anxious at this age. Well, a little anxiety resulting in non-specific sadness. A state that I call blue. So, whenever I'm feeling this way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So this afternoon I was going through my records. Yes, I said records. And I was about to put on Meredith Wilson's The Music Man. I had a craving for a young Ronnie Howard. But then I said no. Let's travel for the minute to the decadent world of the 1920s, where the champagne flowed as the caviar chilled and all the world was a party. For the wealthy, anyway. So, I was digging around, and I found my favorite show, Gable and Stein's The Drowsy Chaperone. Remember? Music by Julie Gable, lyrics by Sidney Stein. It's the 2-record set remastered from the original recording made in 1928. It's the original full cast, starring Beatrice Stockwell as the chaperone. Isn't she elegant? And this was a full 15 years before she became Dame Beatrice Stockwell. Can you imagine? Oh, let me read to you what it says in the back. It says, mix-ups, mayhem, and a gay wedding. Although the term gay wedding has a different meaning now. Back then it just meant fun. That's exactly what this show is, fun. So would you indulge me? Would you let me play the record for you now?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd say yes. Do you hear that sound? To me, that's the sound of a time machine starting up. All right, let's visualize. It's November 1928. You've just arrived at the Morrison Theater in New York. It's very cold. Remember when it used to be cold in November? Not anymore. November's the new August. It's global warming. We're all doomed. Anyway, it's very cold. And a heavy gray sleet is falling from the sky, but you don't care, because you're going to see a Broadway show. Listen. It helps if you close your eyes. The show's way of welcoming you. Hello, welcome. The meal will be served shortly, but in the meantime, would you like an appetizer? That's exactly what an overture is. A musical appetizer. A poo-poo platter of tunes, if you will. Something new. What could it be? It kind of sounds like a dance tune. A kind of a frolicking. Maybe involving pirates. No, don't worry, there are no pirates.
of style.
It's a miracle, madam.
My dress, my fancy dress. I don't know why I'm wearing it, I must confess. My dress, I love my dress. Would someone tell me why I put it on?
Oh, yes, your dress, your fancy dress was such a pleasure airing it, restitching and repairing it. Your dress, your one fine dress, and I will tell you why you put it on. Wedding bell will ring, wedding bell will chime, bell your horses and this happy wedding time. Wedding bell will ring, wedding bell will gong, wedding bell will ring, and we will ding along.
Your dress, your fancy dress, we're very, very glad you put it on.
Wedding guests have come,
Wedding guests are here,
wedding guests are at the door, and soon they will appear. I'm Robert the Brighter, I'm going to marry Janet, the star of bells and follies, whom I love a lot.
George, that's George, the best man, George. I'm honored to be doing what a best man ought. Oh, Mrs. Stockton, don't worry, I've got this whole thing planned out. This kid's organization, see? Each train represents a task, gets completed, pay the musicians, get all the boys, and book the minister.
I'm belting, producer. I lost my leading lady. I gotta stop this wedding or I'm not worth squat.
I'm kidding, just kidding. I came with Mr. Belting. I'll be a leading lady if I get my shot.
We're pastry chefs. We're pastry chefs. We cross our hearts. We're pastry chefs. Bakery is what we've got. All done for. My diabetes all done for. I am the king of romance, so I kiss along. You are the king of romance, so you kiss along. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate our happy wedding time. Someone hasn't come, someone isn't here. Where is Janet Vandergraff and when will she appear? It's Janet, it's Janet, it's Janet Vandergraff.
I'm Janet Vandergraff. Here to marry Robert Martin. Giving up a life of glamour to tie the knot. Am I late? I'm the chaperone to Janet Vandergraff. Made a lot of friends and confidants, and all of that rot. Where's the bar?
It's prohibition, madam. A wedding, how
Good thing I brought my own.
wedding today.
Champagne makes me deliciously drowsy.
It's really happening. Truly happening. Almost happening. What is happening?
I'm Trix, the aviatrix, queen of the sky. I circle through the stratus in my pod apparatus. I'm Trix, the aviatrix. I gotta fly. I'll feel when they tie the knot.
A wedding today. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. Well, all the guests have arrived. We've a bride who's getting on the stage for debonair
red-herring producer, jovial gangsters posing as pastry chefs, a flaky Corrine, a Latin Lothario, and an aviatrix, what we now call a lesbian. Of course, my favorite character, the Drowsy Chaperone. What more do you need for an evening's entertainment? Wasn't that wonderful? And we will ding along. I don't even know what that means. All right, I'll lead you through the record the best that I can. Don't worry, it won't be hard to follow. So, we begin with a welcome from the love-struck groom.
Well, I would like to thank you all for coming. I must say, I must be some lucky fellow. Who would have thought that I, Robert Martin, would have ended up with a glamorous showgirl, and that glamorous showgirl would give up her successful career for me, Robert Martin. Now, if it wasn't for Prohibition, I'd say, let's raise a glass.
Hear, hear.
To Janet Van de Graaff, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not!
Excuse me?
The groom mustn't see his bride on the wedding day. It's bad luck.
I hope you heard that, because that's the plot. Basically, hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served in the Arabian room.
Say, isn't it a little bit early in the day to be drinking?
I don't understand the question.
Look, you just keep Janet away from Robert, you understand? You're the chaperone. That's your only job.
Aye, mon capitan.
Oh, Robert, who's my little monkey?
I'm your little monkey.
George! So the bride and groom are whisked away, and we turn our attention now to the B plot, which involves the producer.
Mr. Bouncing.
Getting married and leaving show business.
Mr. Bouncing.
Don't she know I got obligations?
Mr. Bouncing. I can be a leading lady. You said it yourself. I'm useless in the chorus.
Kitty, last time, you ain't got what it takes.
But I've been taking lessons. Singing, acting, ballet.
Ballet.
Yeah, and I'm pretty good too. Last week, I auditioned for Swanee Lake.
A little annotation here. Now, Kitty and Feltzig were a couple in real life, Jack and Sadie Adler. This is a familiar comic construct, a stupid girl, and her long-suffering companion. Well, she appears stupid, but in the end, she does something that makes everyone question whether it was all just an act. The irony here is that she actually was quite stupid. Jack had to explain all the jokes to her, apparently, but she had a very successful career on the stage. At that time, the theater was the only place where a stupid person could earn a decent living. Well, until television, of course.
Kitty, I don't have time for this.
Petty form, Mr. Feldzig.
Not now.
Perhaps a nice bitter roll.
Boys, I'm not hungry.
Well, then perhaps we'll give you something else to chew on.
Yeah, something that ain't food.
What?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand before you in the guise of innocent pastry chefs, we are also
And primarily,
employees of a certain individual
Certain individual.
a certain individual.
who happens to be the largest single investor in Feldzig's Follies. He has sent us here
As pastry chefs.
to express his concern over the impending nuptials of Miss Van de Graaff.
Specifically,
That if she were to get married and leave the show,
then there ain't no show.
Hey, don't I know you?
No, you don't.
You have any time to me though?
ever spent any time in a coma?
No, but I got a cousin in Seattle.
Kitty! Boys, you tell your boss this wedding's never gonna happen. You have my word.
Well, we'll take your word, all right.
But to go back on that word would be a recipe for disaster. Now I hope my associate and myself have made ourselves perfectly clear.
One can only hope.
You just gotta be kidding me.
Trifle much.
Don't talk with me!
All right! You can drop the pastry chef routine already.
Alas, we can ash.
We're on the lamb.
Lambs and entree and macaroon.
The gangsters were played by interchangeable vaudeville duo the Tall brothers, John and Peter Tall. Well, they were actually born Abram and Mendel Maslowskevich, but were renamed at Ellis Island by a sarcastic immigration official. Now, they're a perfect example of a typical early Broadway gangster, full of wordplay and stylized movements, but not very intimidating, unless you find dancers intimidating. Which I do. But for reasons that would be inappropriate for this situation.
We'll leave the matter in your hands, Mr. Feldzig. In the meantime, feel free to browse the dessert carousel.
Try the Toledo surprise.
It's to die for!
Holy cats! Those two are gangsters!
Very perceptive. Go powder your faces. I gotta stop this wedding. But how? Oh, Lord in heaven, how?
I always thought that moment was a little overplayed. So, with the story well on its way, let's now go to the groom's room.
Oh, hey there, handsome. Let me see those pearly whites.
The groom was played by the dashing Percy Hyman. He was the alt-right toothpaste man. His fabulous smile adorned every tube. Alt-right was hugely popular in the early 20s because it contained cocaine. It's true. If you read the label, it was the fifth ingredient down, right below sugar. Anyway, it wasn't long before he became a huge matinee idol.
Now, don't you worry. It's perfectly normal for a groom to be nervous on his wedding day. It is? Of course.
Oh, I love Percy Hyman. Now, some people say that he was a bad actor, but to those people I say, shut up.
Hey there, Mr. Meerman, shaking and a-quaking, trembling like them pretty cats do. Something big me bothering you. Know what you got? Cold feet, cold feet. Brother, you've got cold feet. You can make them cold feet hot with a little bit of young feet. Old feet can be uncontrolled feet. Really make them cold feet trot down the aisle. Cross the arches. Hey, you learn to swing. Icy toes can jive. Wedding marches, play the ragtime swing. Make frigid souls come alive and take that dive. Cold feet, small feet, rhythm make them both beats, rhythm make them cold feet. Hot.
Enough said. Why don't you just slide back into your mud hole, you backstabbing worm? Well, now I'll need to find a new minister. Say, what are you up to?
I'll just sing a song called Negro Taught Me, a Dixie remedy for wedding day jitters.
You got the easy part. I still got a good price, boutonnieres, and a minister. I got the weight of the wedding on my shoulders.
George, it sounds like you've got cold feet.
What do I got?
Cold feet.
What do I want?
Cold feet.
What do I do? Scold feet?
No! You make the cold feet hot. He's still alive, you know. I saw him on the news recently celebrating his 100th birthday. Well, to say that the passing years had taken their toll on him would be a grotesque understatement. When they wheeled him out, he had that wide-eyed expression on his face that God reserves for the very, very old. You know, the one that says, "Who am I? And who are you? And why is this cake on fire?" You know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
All right. It's enough of that dancing around like a fool.
I'm sorry, George. I'm just nervous. It is my wedding day after all.
Well, you could have snapped an ankle. Tap dancing is too dangerous. Why don't you go out for a skate instead? That's what I like to do when I want to blow off some steam.
Oh, George, what would I do without you?
Wait a minute. What was I thinking? Oh, no. You can't go out like that, my friend. You might say, Janet. Here. Put on this blindfold.
George, you think of everything.
Just looking out for you, my boy. And no more tap dancing. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate.
Just ignore it. It does this often. It'll stop soon. What? What do you want?
Hello, you've reached my answering machine. Leave a short message after the tone and I'll call you back at my convenience.
Thank you. Thank you, life. It's like a cell phone going off in a theater. Hello, what are you doing? Oh, I'm at the theater ruining the moment. How about you? Oh, I couldn't get out tonight, so I'm ruining it by proxy. Sorry. Let's just shake that off. Let's go back in our minds to 1928. They didn't have cell phones back then, but I'm sure they had something for ruining the moment.
bugles or something.
A happy wedding time.
So, the scene shifts now, and we find the glamorous Janet Van de Graaff entertaining questions from reporters as she lounges by the pool.
Miss Van de Graaff, is it true that you're leading a successful life on the stage to marry a man you hardly know?
Yes. Robert and I met on the Lido deck at the Ile de France. He amused me with stories of his father's oil interests. We spooned. Briefly. And then he proposed.
So you won't be returning to the stage ever?
I shan't.
You shan't?
I shan't.
Can we quote you on that?
Of course. One more question. Why would anyone put olives in a Gibson?
I got a question. How can you leave the footlights when you know very well you got grease paint in your veins?
Victor, please.
Oh, Janet, I'm begging you. Dump the mug, stay with the follies. I'll give you anything you want. All right, I'll even put your name above mine on the marquee.
What? Oh, Victor. If you thought this was about vanity, you couldn't be more wrong. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to sing tunes no more. I don't want to ride moons no more. I don't want to show off. I don't want to wear this no more. Lady Sassy's Christmas more. Love my picture no more. I don't want to show off.
Janet, please.
Don't you ride and kiss me. I'm made of my mind. And that's it. I quit. I'm leaving it all behind. I don't want to be cute no more. Make the gentleman coat no more. I don't want to wear no more. I don't want to show off.
She don't want to show off no more. Read her name in the news no more. Glowing reviews no more.
I don't want to show off.
She don't want to show off.
I don't want to show off.
She don't want to show off no more. Off no more.
Not me. Whee! I don't want to show off. Please, no more attention. Time through.
Farewell
Adieu.
and swell.
You'll never see this.
Farewell and swell.
You'll never see this. Never see this. Never see that. Never see me again.
Well, Mr. Feldzig, it is painfully obvious Miss Van de Graaff no longer wants a life on the stage.
Can't you see it's crushing her soul?
Dear God, man, this ain't over yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't do an encore.
I don't want an encore no more. I don't want a show.
That was Jane Roberts as the bride. She was the Oops Girl, remember? Well, surely you remember the Oops Girl. Don't you people read? She was billed as the girl whose sexual energy was so great, it caused all the men around her to have accidents. Spill their drinks, drive their cars into trees, and she would go, oops. I'm really not doing it justice, but people ate it up. She made a whole series of films, too. Oops. Oops Girl. Oops Girl, come home. And Oops Girl at Sea, which won an Oscar for special effects.
All right, so begging and groveling didn't work. On to plan B, and for that, I'm gonna need an accomplice. Someone gullible, with loose morals. I'm gonna need what do you call it? A European.
La 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 la.
In walks Adolfo. Adolfo was played by silent film star and world-class alcoholic Roman Bartelli. He was the one that later drank himself to death at his chateau in Nice, remember? It was 5 days before they found the body, and by that time it was partially consumed by his poodles. Only partially consumed.
Excuse me, I don't believe we've met.
I am Adolfo.
You are Adolfo?
Yes, I am Adolfo.
Not the Adolfo!
Yes, I am Adolfo.
What? You don't look like a scoundrel!
Yes, what?
Why, I just heard the groom say that Adolfo was a scoundrel. I just heard him say that.
Adolfo scoundrel!
Those very words.
Adolfo scoundrel!
It's like I'm hearing it again.
He's telling this to people. Two women with breasts for making love. You
must take matters into your own hands.
Yes. I must take this groom into my hands and kill him.
Yes! No! Don't kill him. Just hurt him so he can't get married.
Yes. Show me to this groom. Wait!
What?
Where is this groom? Is he a big man?
Well,
Is he a burly fellow?
he's big on the outside.
No! I want big men! Small, pale, wheezy little dwarf people that Adolfo can... But no big men!
So you're a lover, not a fighter.
Yes, Adolfo was a lover of beautiful women. Some call me the king of romance.
You know what they say? The best way to get revenge on a man is through his...
Door!
No! The best way to get back at a man, through his...
Window!
No! Revenge! Back at a man, through his...
Through his what? There's nothing left. I'm not Santa Claus. I can't go through his
Through his woman!
Through his woman.
You must seduce his woman.
His woman.
His bride.
His bride. I shall seduce his bride. The
What?
What kind of woman is this bride? She a big woman?
No.
Is she a burly woman?
She is the cat's pajamas.
Cat's pajamas.
She's a looker. An attractive woman.
Ah, yes. Show me to this cat in pajamas.
Stop dragging me in pajamas. Come
Oh, Roman Bartelli, chewing scenery. You certainly couldn't get away with a performance like that nowadays, could you? Mature contemporary audiences are much too sophisticated to enjoy such broad racial stereotypes. So we banished them to Disney. They can sort it out.
Underling!
Yes, madam.
The pastry chefs have agreed to provide the liquor for the party. But we must be discreet.
Yes, madam.
It is prohibition after all.
I'm aware of that, madam.
And we will have to use code words. For instance, if someone asks for a glass of iced water, and they want a glass of vodka. Have you got that?
Yes, madam.
Are you sure? Maybe you should write it down.
I understand, madam. A glass of ice water is a glass of vodka.
What's a glass of ice water?
Vodka.
Ice water?
Vodka.
Ice?
Vodka.
Oh, well. There you are then. One less thing to do. Underling, might I please have a glass of iced water? I found our meeting with the pastry chefs rather trying, and I would enjoy a refreshing glass of iced water.
Your ice water, madam.
That was pure vodka, you poop!
Oh, I hate this scene.
Now I do need a glass of iced water.
Ice water, madam?
Yes, ice water. Are you going deaf?
Would that I were.
You can see where this is going, can't you? It's really just a series of spit takes.
Your ice water, madam.
Oh, you know, for some way in 1928, the Drowsy Chaperone was quite progressive. For instance, a woman playing the aviatrix.
Your ice water, madam?
It's pure vodka, you poop.
Because some things were quite progressive, others were very stale. You know what? I'm going to skip ahead.
I'm going to find some lime juice, madam.
For heaven's sakes, why?
I'm going to wring out my eyebrows and make myself a gimlet.
Now you're probably asking yourself, what was that number doing in the show? Well, it's quite simple. There was a song coming up, and they needed something to allow for the set change. It's mechanics. It's like pornography. Let me explain what I meant by that. In pornography, the story is very simple. How do I pay for the pizza? Taking a classic example. My point is, in a musical, the story only exists to connect the longer, more engaging production numbers. What kind of society do we live in if we can't discuss the similarities between musical theater and pornography?
In a few short hours, I'm going to be Mrs. Robert Martin. Oh, my head is spinning.
Yes, it's a mad world.
Now, this is a really interesting scene. This is the only time that Jane Roberts and Beatrice Stockwell are alone together on the stage. Now, Jane Roberts was an emerging star, while Beatrice Stockwell was already well established. A force to contend with.
I'm so full of apprehension, but I suppose that's normal considering the circumstances. Have you ever been married, Chaperone?
Oh no, dear. I drink for pleasure.
I swear, madam, I'm afraid we're fresh out of olives.
Have you ever been married, Underling?
Oh, heavens no, madam. If I'm going to serve a woman, I prefer to be paid for my efforts.
Oh, you too. I suppose it seems crazy to leave a successful career to marry a man I hardly even know. But somehow, for some reason, when I look into his eyes, his big monkey eyes, gee, I get all woozy. And that's love, isn't it?
Not necessarily. People get woozy for all sorts of reasons. Why, I'm woozy right now, and I am certainly not in love.
Now, Beatrice Stockwell was famous for her rousing anthems. She entertained and inspired the troops in every major conflict, up to and including the Falklands War. Although by that time she was already in her late 80s, and her anthems didn't so much rouse as they did stupefy. But still, she demanded that a rousing anthem be included in every show she ever did, even if it wasn't appropriate. But you just couldn't say no to her. That's star power.
Really, you're not being the least bit helpful. Couldn't you at least allay my fears with a few choice words of inspiration?
Oh, really, dear, inspiration is not my forte.
Yes, but if you were to...
As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere. Never sure where to turn or what to do. Still we bumble our way through life's crazy labyrinth, never knowing left from right nor right from wrong. And the best that we can do is hope the bluebird will sing his song as we stumble along.
That was quite nice, Chaperone. But I don't see how it pertains to my situation.
Let me explain.
No, that's...
It's a dismal little world in which we live. It'll bore you till you've nothing left to give. 7 overrated wonders, 7 underwhelming seas, 6 excruciating continents, Antarctica, please.
Antarctica, please.
Still you mustn't let it lick ya, this planet oh so bland. Keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand. As we stumble along across life's crowded dance floor, we push and we shove. We live and we learn. And when we finally leave the body
Basically, she sings a rousing anthem about alcoholism. Oh, that's what I love about her. She does whatever she wants, when she wants, without regard for the needs or wants of others. My mother was like that.
Well, that was quite inspiring, Chaperone. But I'm still conflicted. Oh, please tell me, is Robert the man for me?
Well, that's something you're gonna have to figure out for yourself.
But I just don't know if he loves me.
Why don't you ask him? Why don't you walk right up to him? And you say, Roger, do you love me?
It's Robert. Oh. And I'm not supposed to talk to him. In fact, it's your job to keep me away from him.
You're right. And I take that job very seriously. Oh, I'm just right now feeling a little drowsy. And I need to have a little lie down. So, whatever you do, do not go to the garden seeking the answer upon which your future happiness depends.
I just have to know if he loves me.
Gosh, she's such a skinny little fool. Oh, but still, I envy her. When will love come crashing through my door?
In walks Adolfo, come to seduce the bride.
I am Adolfo.
Try not to think of the poodles when you're listening to this part.
I am Adolfo.
And the Jew are bride.
No. I am not.
This is bridal suite. And the Jew are the only one here. Therefore, you must be bride.
Interesting argument. But I'm afraid you are a moron.
What?
Me? No. Perhaps I could take a message.
Yes, very good.
Dear Van de Kamp bride,
I've come to make love to you. To transport you to a place of ecstasy. Sooner is better. Signed, Adolfo, king of romance.
Well, you've seen through my little ruse. Figured me out.
Ah, so you are the bride.
Apparently, yes.
no, not Adolphus.
Adolfo! For when we are making love, and you are screaming,
You must say the right name.
I will spoil everything. How can I make you remember?
Sure that you are happy, young Adolfo. A ladies' man who wins claim on the
introduce myself. I'm a done
Nice to meet you. Shall we?
Just next week, get on done for. Get on done for. The lovely ladies always get on done for. When I repeat myself, I'm a done for. I can sing it high. I can sing it low. I can sing it very fast. I can sing it very slow. I do it now, but it will take hours. Let's see if you can remember my name. Now, who's the fellow that you see?
Adolfo.
And how should you refer to me?
Adolfo.
Who is it I'll always be?
Adolfo.
Now see it proudly.
You are.
Now, let me spell it out for you. For all you lovely ladies out there who didn't hear me the first time for some reason. Hard of hearing or something. I don't know. It goes. That was my mother's favorite number in the show. I suppose it was her secret fantasy to be swept off her feet by a Latin lover. I mean, a real Latin lover, not a buffoon. But that's what musicals are all about. Falling in love at the drop of a hat, romantic fantasy, spontaneously tangoing, suddenly finding yourself in an insanely romantic setting. I'm an accident, lady. It's all right, miss. It's my wedding day. I have to wear a blindfold.
A blindfold?
I'm sorry, who am I speaking to?
Why, it's me. I mean, me. Me from France.
This scene couldn't be more ridiculous.
So, you are marrying Janet Van de Crasno?
Oui.
I hear she is very beautiful.
Oui.
And glamorous.
Oui.
Is it true that she has an exceptionally broad range and excels at playing both comedic and dramatic roles?
I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of trouble placing your accent. What part of France did you say you were from?
The middle part? Where they make the toast. So, you were telling me about your, how do you say it in English? Fiancé.
Oh, yes.
So tell me, when was the moment you knew that she was the only one for you?
Well, it's a funny story, actually. You see, we're standing on the Lido deck of the Ile-de-France.
Yes?
Well, I was amusing her with stories of my father's oil interests.
And then what happened?
Well, I looked into her eyes, her big, glamorous eyes. Got all woozy.
And then you fell! And then you fell?
Yes, right on my keister. And that's when I said, I guess I don't have my sea legs yet.
But we haven't left the dock.
That's funny, that's exactly what she said. That's when I knew it must be love.
And then what happened?
Well, then I said, there was a time I could stomp on a dime. Forbearance was one of my talents. But since you've been around, I can't hold my ground. I'm consistently losing my balance. I've been accident waiting to happen. I'm a mishap about to ensue. I'm the toy on the stairs, the three-legged chair, the hair that's been caught by a shoe. My two lovesick arms started flapping. There was nothing my ankles could do. I'm an accident waiting to happen. So how be I happen to you?
And then what happened?
Well, then she...
When men say I'm sweet and they fall at my feet, my heart doesn't beat any faster. But when you lose control, it touches my soul. So I'm bracing myself for disaster. You're an accident waiting to happen.
That's right.
I'm catastrophe destined to be.
That's me. I'm the rags in the cellar.
A broken brother, a branching loose from a tree. I can see myself jumping and clapping for a Memphis dangerously. You're an accident waiting to happen, so hurry and happen to me. And then what happened?
Well, then we kissed. I'm an accident waiting to happen. So hurry and happen to me.
Wait a minute! You just kissed a strange French girl on your wedding day!
Oh no! What have I done?
Oh no! What a mess! It seems that the blindfold and the fake French accent have led to a terrible misunderstanding. Will it all work out in the end? Of course it will. It's not real. It's a musical. Everything always works out in musicals. In the real world, nothing ever works out, and the only people who burst into song are the hopelessly deranged. I'm an accident waiting.
Mr. Felsick!
Where is that philandering foreigner?
Mr. Felsick!
I mean, how long can it take to seduce one bride?
Mr. Felsick, you don't need Janet no more.
Kitty, not now.
I've been working on a mind-reading act. I call it Kitty, the incomprehensible. Well, think of something.
Oh, I'm thinking of something, all right.
I'm getting it. Pick up some milk and some rye bread. And don't forget to shave your legs.
You read your own mind, you idiot.
No wonder it was so easy.
Mr. Felsick.
It would seem that the wedding is proceeding according to schedule.
Now it's time you receive your just desserts. What do you say, partner? Should we whip up something special for Mr. Felsick?
Yeah. How about a Toledo surprise?
An inspired choice.
Toledo surprise? Never heard of it.
No, you haven't. You see, those who have heard of it are never heard from again.
We'll share the recipe with you.
First, you chop the nuts.
Then you pound the dough.
Then you bake it up nice and slow.
And then you got your Toledo surprise.
Could you run that by me one more time?
It's a very simple recipe, Mr. Peltzik.
First, you chop the nuts.
Then you pound the dough. Then you bake it up nice and slow. And then you got your Toledo surprise.
Just give them a little taste.
Alright.
Wait! What style? What grace? What rhythm? Now, open your fists. Now, shake them. Now, give me that recipe one more time. Da, 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 da. Go!
Chop the nuts, pound the dough, bake it up nice and slow. Then you got a Toledo surprise.
Now sell it!
Hit the beach, push it up, throw it in. That's a big Toledo surprise.
Now you're cooking!
You beat it up, then you sweet it up. When you heat it up, if it starts to rise, don't let it get to snap. Tie it close, flip your whites, switch your yolks, then you got a Splendido Toledo surprise.
You boys are naturals!
Really?
I'm gonna draw a contract!
No, hey, wait, I know you.
A 5, 6, 7, 8!
What's going on here?
Hey, I'm developing a new act!
Toledo surprise.
You mean you're putting pigs into the show and you wanted to put me in it? They're not even in the union!
You got it all wrong! The new act is for you! These boys will lay your backup dances!
Backup dances? Holy cat! Toledo, that's to my libido. Good meal, yes indeed, sugary yum yum. Raise the cream, raise the pan, make the spoon with the plan. Make the fudgy Toledo surprise.
Wait! I'm done for. Keep making announcements. The wedding is off.
What? For the love of God, why?
Yes!
Rodolfo has made love to the bride.
That's not the bride, you idiot! That's the chaperone!
What?
What?
Robert is a French girl. Her name is Mimi. She's very beautiful.
I couldn't help it, Janice. She was just like you. Only French.
Yes, madam.
What is all this commotion about?
The wedding, madam.
Oh, is there going to be a wedding?
Not anymore! Oh, what a tragedy! What a wonderful, wonderful tragedy! Clear the floor! I'll show you how it's done! First you beat it up, then you sweet it up. When you heat it up, it's time to rise. Don't let it. Toledo surprise!
Surprise!
Wait until it's ready.
Surprise!
Wait until it's ready!
Surprise!
Wait until it's ready!
Now it's looking ready! Surprise!
You got it!
Makes me twitch, makes me shake. This dessert takes the cake. Hits me like a torpedo. Toledo surprise!
Surprise!
Surprise! Surprise! Surprise!
know, but the tune is just so infectious.
Saddest day of my life.
Wedding bells won't ring, wedding bells won't chime, they will never celebrate a happy wedding time.
Well, that's that. The curtain falls and it's time for intermission. Well, at least it would be if we were actually at the Morrison Theater in New York watching the Drowsy Chaperone, which we are not. I don't like intermissions much. They ruin the magic. They take you out of the moment. Well, one moment you're in a world of music and romance, and then bang! You're surrounded by tourists, crinkling candy wrappers, and nattering about the lack of women's restrooms. It's cruel. It's a power bar. I have a low blood sugar issue. I have to eat small meals all day, otherwise I get jittery. But you wouldn't like the alternative, believe you me. Believe you me. Oh, I remember my wedding day. It wasn't until 4:30 in the afternoon and I hadn't eaten breakfast. Oh, I do. Are you surprised that I was married? Well, there you go. You shouldn't go making assumptions about people, now should you? I'm a very complicated person. I have to pee now. But, in the meantime, you can listen to the beginning of Act Two.
But, Emperor, sometimes a different outlook can change your whole perspective.
What?
Precisely. What is it about the Asians that fascinates Caucasians? What is it about the Asians that's so nice? Is it the wontons, the egg rolls, the pies? Perhaps it's Buddha or Confucius, and they're excellent in price.
What? Is it about Caucasians that mystifies me Asians? What is it about Caucasians that's so odd? They call a pretty lady a god. They have hair upon their chests, and they only have one god. Impossible!
Sorry, that was not from the Drowsy Chaperone. That was from another musical altogether. I have a woman who comes once a month. Can I say that? Can I say that I have a woman? Anyway, she cleans all the things that I absolutely refuse to clean, and she has a nasty habit of putting my records away, and in the wrong sleeves, even though I tell her, no touch records, Carmela, no touch records. I suppose she wouldn't touch my records if I spoke in complete sentences. That was the beginning of Act Two of another Gable and Stein show called The Enchanted Nightingale, a degrading piece of chinoiserie about an emperor who is told by a magic bird to marry his American elocutionist instead of his betrothed, and he ends up building the Great Wall of China. A slap in the face to 4,000 years of Chinese history. But it had some wonderful tunes. That was Beatrice Stockwell as American Radio. And did you recognize Roman Bartelli as the Emperor? Yes, he was a man of 1,000 accents, all of them insulting. Act 2 of the Drowsy Chaperone begins with this. A haunting lament from a very depressed bride. She sings it from her balcony, bathed in the cool blue light of a sympathetic moon, which is ridiculous because it's the middle of the day. Anyway, while you're listening to this, try to ignore the lyrics. They're not the best, but the tune is beautiful and it truly communicates the bride's state of mind. Just ignore the lyrics.
Try to make that monkey stay, and he did for a time, but he needed to climb, and with other monkeys play far away. He left his jacket on a pedestal beside his tiny rusty cup. But I'll always save that pedestal for you.
I'm gonna pour myself a drink.
Come, my little monkey. Come, my little monkey.
Oh, the melody is so simple, it just floats through the air. And I must admit I got a bit crispy when I think of that tiny jacket lying on the pedestal. Its long sleeves just dangling on the floor. Oh, monkey, monkey,
From my heart too. But I'll always save that pedestal
pedestal.
for you. Come, my little monkey. Come, my little monkey.
All right, now we go.
Wait,
Who are you?
I'm Janet Vandergraft.
Do you meet anyone?
I don't meet anyone.
What about the love of one man?
Why do I care for the love of one man when I am adored by millions? Do I need to be so for me? No, no, no. I'm the world is so my child. Sacred parts and rhymes to every show. Visions that I hand me around.
Now she really lets go.
I'm Janet Vandergraft. Ain't no nail that I can't hammer. Why give up a life of glamour? Life of glamour, life of glamour. No!
My mom is so excited. She's having a complete mental breakdown.
On an excellent way to heaven. I don't wanna show off no more. I don't wanna spread first no more. Be the greatest on earth no more. I don't wanna. I don't, you don't, you. I don't wanna show I think Jordan, futuristic Jordan, and millions will do just fine. But any future I could ever care to shape includes just 1, 2 time and dad who drives me
She puts on
Isn't that wonderful? It has everything. A little Busby Berkeley, a little Jane Goodall. And that's what I love about musicals. When a character's in crisis, they sing and they dance, which is so much more interesting than just whining about it. But that is the glory of musical theater. See, you manage to be happy for 5 seconds and then something starts ringing.
What a beautiful day for a wedding.
Should I put the pews away now, madam, or would you prefer I wait until morning?
Okay, I'm going to stop this right here because I don't want this scene being ruined by something ringing. Here we have 2 vaudeville performers who have slipped through the cracks of time. We have Noel Fitzpatrick and Ukulele Lil. I don't know anything about them. Well, I suppose Ukulele Lil played the ukulele. I tried finding out more about her. I went through all my books. I even tried the internet. But all my searches came back with Tiny Tim's autopsy photographs. Anyway, they're both charming.
Why would you have the pews removed?
Well, the bride has called off the wedding, madam.
Oh, underling, never listen to a bride on her wedding day. Love is a very complex emotion, underling.
Yes, madam.
Why, you can feel very close to someone one minute, and the next, why, you just want to strangle them. You understand?
I'm familiar with the urge to strangle.
Yes.
That's just the nature of love. Love makes lovers worry. Love makes lovers fret. But here's the fact on which you can depend. Just like long ago when Romeo loved Juliet, love is always lovely in the end.
But madam, Romeo and Juliet was a tragedy.
Oh, I never read reviews. Love is hard to love is lost in, but love has always been a trusted friend. 'Twas a happy fate for Henry VIII and Mandolin. Love is always lovely in the end.
I must remind you, madam, that Anne Boleyn lost her head.
Yeah, she was in love. Love was good to Eve and Adam.
Here we go again.
And Samson and Delilah too.
Good grief! May I pose a question, madam? Why does nothing I say to you ever get through?
Don't mind if I do.
Love is always lovely in the end. Oh, I found that rather taxing, madam. Pardon me while I pour myself a glass of ice water.
Love sneaks up behind me. Love, but love would never consciously offend. Love has certainly been kind to me, and my true love. Love is always lovely in the end.
But your late husband was a brute.
I don't mean him, you silly coot. Love is always lovely.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Love is always lovely in the end. Love is always lovely in the end.
Yes, that was charming. But to be frank, that number really pisses me off. Now I'm going to say something here, and yes, I have been drinking. But I'm going to go on a limb and say that love is not always lovely in the end. Often in the end there are lawyers, and another thing, and another thing. Surely somebody else was aware of the awkward sexual connotation of that title. Love is always lovely in the end. I mean, is it just me? What I'm trying to say is that number is naive, and irresponsibly so. Sorry. I just thought I had to say that for the benefit of the young people. I won't interrupt anymore. Oh, there's a moment coming up that I've just become obsessed with.
You're marrying Adolfo?
I know it seems strange, but when I look into his eyes, his big, clumsy eyes, I get all drowsy. And that's love, isn't it?
Yes, that is love.
There you are. All right, I'm gonna put my cards on the table. I got a weak heart, can't take the pressure. This goes on any longer, the old ticker is gonna give out. Please tell me, is there going to be a wedding or not?
Well, yes.
Oh, thank the good Lord in heaven.
Adolfo and the chaperone are getting married.
What?
There you are! I have wonderful news! There's going to be a wedding!
We know.
You know?
Yes, we just heard.
But who told you?
Well, I did.
But how did you know?
What difference does it make?
Mrs. Totendale and I are to be married in the garden this evening at 7:30.
What? What?
Yes.
Congratulations to everyone.
Say, what kind of cockamamie wedding is this? Everyone's getting married except the bride and groom.
There you are! Oh, Janet, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Oh, please don't be like that. Can't you find in your heart to marry me? It is our wedding day, and George has gone through all this trouble, and I do love you. More than I can say.
But you kissed another woman.
Yes, and I can't make any sense of it, and it probably doesn't make any sense to you either, but when I was kissing that French girl, it was like I was kissing you.
Oh, Robert, you were kissing me.
Wait, you're Mimi? Well, I have to say that French accent was remarkably accurate.
Why, thank you. I developed it when I played the role of Monique in Cold Zest Baguette.
There you are! Now, before you go and do anything, think on this. No matter how well you play the role of happy housewife, you'll never, ever get a standing ovation.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm so confused. Chaperone! For once, give me some advice that is appropriate and coherent to the situation at hand. Should I marry Robert?
Here comes the moment that I was talking about. Not only the culmination of the plot, but a moment that has fascinated me and brought me back to this record time and time again. Here it comes.
Well, my advice to you is,
And this is it. Listen.
while you can.
See? You can't quite make out what she says because someone drops a cane. Let me play for you again.
While you can.
Is she saying live while you can or leave while you can?
While you can.
I mean, it is Beatrice Stockwell, so it might just be a cynical quip. But we are at a wedding, and that's what you think of when you're at the altar, isn't it? Live or leave? It's not an exact science. An arrow doesn't come out of the sky and point to the person you're supposed to be with. So, one day you say to someone, you say, I love you. And you basically pose it as a question, but they accept it as fact. And then all of a sudden, there she is standing in front of you in her $3,000 dress with tears in her eyes, and her nephew made the huppa. And you think to yourself, what can I say? Do I say I was joking? I was kidding? No, you live. You choose to live. And then for the next couple of months, you stare at that alien form in bed next to you, and you think to yourself, who are you? Who are you? And then one day you say it out loud. And then it's trial separation and couples counseling. Conversations about her eating disorder and your Zoloft addiction. Constantly redefining, revisiting, reevaluating before you lose the deposit on the house, and your whole relationship ends up on a particularly ugly note, with your only copy of Gypsy flying across the living room and smashing it against the wall. But still, in a larger sense, in a broader sense, it's better to have lived than left, right?
While you can.
You have no idea how many times I've listened to that.
Oh, thank you, chaperone. Robert, my answer is yes. I will marry you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, Mr. Feldsey, looks like the wedding is going to happen after all.
Now, you are in trouble.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
But wait, there's more. I found a replacement. A new leading lady. Presenting Kitty the Incredible. I don't think. All right. Let's show the boys how you can read my mind. My mind.
Kitty! Will you marry me?
Well, what are we waiting for? You ladies put on your frillies and we'll all get married in one big clump. That's how they do it in Utah.
Well, George, I don't know how you do it. 4 weddings in just one day? Well, I guess you're everyone's best man now.
I am.
Hip, hip, hooray! He's George, that's George, the best man, George. He's basking in the glory of a fight well fought. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding.
Minister, you may begin. Oh no, I forgot the minister.
Thank God!
Who the hell are you?
I'm Trix, the aviatrix of the sky. Rio, I was winding when my engine needed mending. I'll fix thy navigatrix, and then I'll fly and let you love first time. But not so sorry to crash the party, folks. I'll have this fixed in 2 shakes, and then off to Rio for Carnival.
Wait! The captain of a ship can perform a marriage!
Yes. And the pilot is comparable to a captain.
Yes!
And an airplane is similar to a sheep of the air. Some people call it an air sheep. Oh, shit!
Trix, you can marry them on the plane, and we can all have the honeymoon in Rio.
A bride and groom in a chapel, they bring a tear to the eye. But what's a thrill when lovers trill? What do in the sky? When vows are said and then vows are said.
the wiring. Just keep the show alive in your minds. Don't talk to anyone. I'll find the fuse box. Don't say a word.
It's the super!
Oh, God.
Hi.
Hello.
Your lights are out.
Yes?
We're replacing the breaker panel down in the basement. We had to cut the power off to all the apartments.
Yes?
Well, we replaced it, but once we cut the power, all the breakers in the apartments tripped.
Yes?
That's what happened. It's normal.
Yes?
So I gotta reset the breakers.
Now?
It's only gonna take a second.
All right, all right.
You know, I tried calling you a few times, but nobody answered the phone.
I've been having some trouble with my phone. So,
Here we go. What was that?
it was nothing. It was just a record.
What kind of record?
Music. It was just a musical.
You listen to musicals?
No!
That's okay. I love musicals. I go with the wife all the time. You know, they can do some pretty amazing things nowadays. Miss Saigon, they landed a helicopter right on the stage. Yeah, I see them all. Les Mis, Chicago, Cats,
Really?
Saturday Night Fever.
Goodbye. One note away from the end of the show and the mood is broken. The moment is ruined. I could just start it again from the beginning. I can't do that, can I? You don't understand. I love this show so much and I've never even seen it. My mother gave me this record. It was right before my father left us. He didn't leave because of the record, although I'm sure it didn't help. Look, I know it's not a perfect show. The spit take scene is lame and the monkey motif is labored, but it does what a musical is supposed to. It takes you away and gives you a few tunes to carry with you. A few tunes for when you're feeling blue. As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to do. Still we bumble our way through life's crazy labyrinth. Barely knowing left from right, we know right from wrong.
And the best that we can do is hope we'll sing his song
As we stumble along, still we fumble our